Last year, we started working with this client that had issues scaling his revenue and wanted to really capitalize on the Black Friday season. By the end of November, we helped him grow his email SMS revenue by 889%. That's not a typo. 889% increase in email SMS revenue. And it wasn't luck, it wasn't some hacks, it was a deliberate system I've been developing for the last decade in ecom. Today, I'm going to walk you through the exact playbook we use so you can copy it for your own brand. So let's get into it. So here are some of the emails that we created and sent for our clients last year. So the first one you can see generated 43,000, 12,000 Australian, 24,000, 3,000, 29,000, 2,900, 14,000, 4,000, 18,000, and 23,000. And if you're interested in getting similar results, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step plan in this video. So the first one is to protect your margins at all costs. So many ecom brands just slap a store-wide discount and call it a day. And if you're not careful, you will generate a ton of revenue, have a lot of stress managing and fulfilling those additional orders, and generate no profit whatsoever. So more volume does not necessarily equal more profit. And many brands just buy themselves a ton of extra work without any significant profit to justify it. The second thing is to focus on profitability. This is very, very important. And I don't mean in terms of percentages, but in terms of overall volume or dollar figures. So you can see in example number one, overall revenue was $100,000, profit percentage was 30%, and the profit in terms of dollar figure was 30K. And in the second example, overall revenue was $200,000, profit percentage is 20%, so it's lower than the profit percentage from example number one, but the profit in terms of dollar figure was $40,000. So even though we're getting a lower profit percentage with example two, you're still generating more profit in terms of dollars. The third thing is to not start your promos too late. And I see ecom brands every year basically starting their Black Friday promos earlier and earlier, and probably in a few years Black Friday will be in July. So if you start your BFCM campaigns too late, then you'll be targeting customers or subscribers who have no money left because they already bought from your competition. And customers also do a lot of their holiday shopping during Black Friday. So make sure to capitalize on that and start as early as possible. So the fourth one is to not be afraid to send more emails. And every time I send the plan for our clients, especially new clients, the first question they ask is, that's a lot of emails. And typically during November and December, we send 2 to 3x the amount of emails compared to regular months. And sometimes we even send 2 to 3 emails per day on specific dates here. And the logic is simple. Every other brand is going to be bombarding your subscribers with offers and emails during this period. And if you don't email your list often, then your emails are going to drown in the chaos, and your subscribers might even forget that you had an offer to begin with. One important thing to note though is that we monitor all the negative metrics like the unsubscribe rate and spam complaint rate to make sure that we are not sending more than we should. However, these rarely go up to signal any red flags because people just expect to receive more emails during this period. The fifth one is to use scarcity and urgency to your advantage. And scarcity is a measurement of unit. For example, you saying we only have 47 units left. And urgency is a measurement of time, saying our offer ends at midnight. And these are two of the most powerful psychological triggers that you can use in your copy to get people to place an order with you as fast as possible, basically leveraging FOMO or fear of missing out. We use some form of scarcity and urgency in the majority of the emails we send during this time period. However, one important thing to note here is to not use fake scarcity or urgency. And I see a lot of brands doing this, and this is very, very dangerous because it will devalue your brand and condition your subscribers to not trust anything you say in the future. So how does this work? I'm going to walk you through our 5-phase plan to make sure that you crush it during this Black Friday. So the first thing is, or the first phase is lead generation. And we typically start generating leads for our BFCM Black Friday Cyber Monday sale 4 to 6 weeks before we launch the public Black Friday sale. And for reference, the Black Friday date for this year, 2025, is November 28, just so you can get ready. And we do this in a few ways. So the first thing is to use paid media, for example, Meta or Google, to get people to opt in to your VIP early access BFCM list to be the first to know about, shop, and save on your website. The second thing is to use website pop-ups to get people to opt in to your VIP BFCM list. And the third thing is to use website opt-in forms to get your email subscribers to opt in via SMS as well. So the more channels you can reach them through, the more likely they are going to see and interact with your offer. The second phase is building anticipation, and I can't emphasize how important this is. The more you can get people curious and excited about your BFCM offers, the more likely they are to buy from you when you launch those offers. And this is the difference between having a decent versus incredible BFCM season. The third phase is launching the VIP sale. So we always launch the VIP sale before the public sale. And we launch this typically 1 to 2 weeks before the actual public sale, which is in this year, November 28th. And we notify all the leads from before, for example, the VIP BFCM list. Sometimes we even notify loyal customers or SMS subscribers. It really depends on how big your segments are. And the leads that we have acquired during phase 1, which is the lead generation phase, will generate a huge portion of your BFCM revenue because these people have raised their hands and showed interest in the sale. Number 4 is to have custom flows. So most e-com brands keep their old general flows or automation during BFCM. And I don't really understand this because typically on those custom flows, let's say the checkout abandonment or cart abandonment, you have different flows than the ones that you are going to be offering during Black Friday. So people will get really, really confused when they see the announcement for the sale and then they receive a checkout abandonment email showing them a completely different offer. So we always set up custom flows for our clients during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, basically to match each offer that we are using during that time. And we tested this heavily, and our custom BFCM flows always have a much higher revenue per recipient than regular flows. And you can see in this example here, we generated $250,499 just from flows. The fifth one is going to be finally launching the public sale. And a lot of e-com brands that I talk to either ignore or are not even aware of the first 4 phases, and then they just execute phase number 5, which is a public sale. So this is the last push to finish really strong. And for some reason, many people still wait until this day to place an order, even though that you mentioned before that this is the biggest sale of the year and you announced before. Some people just wait until the last minute because they expect maybe you're going to give a bigger offer or something like that. So as I mentioned before, we use a lot of scarcity and urgency in these emails to get people to place their order as soon as possible, as this will be the last chance for them to get our biggest sale of the year. If they miss it, they will have to wait another year to get an offer this good. So if you'd like a free custom Black Friday and Cyber Monday plan for your e-com brand, the same plan that helped us 9x the email and SMS revenue for our client, then click on the last link in the description to schedule a quick call with me. Our clients generate between 35 to 50% of their total revenue from email and SMS. So you can see here we helped Ryan from Holstery go from 12% to 40% of attributed email SMS revenue. We helped Dana from Kingsman Premium consistently stay over 40%. We peaked at 53. We helped Sachin increase his email revenue by 7x and much, much more. And if you'd like to watch these video testimonials, you can check out our website at powermymarketing.com. You can see in the first example here that we have a 31.68% of email attribution. In the second example, 36%. This is on attentive, we generated 230,615. The attribution here is 50.71. We have 40.77. We have 67.03, which is pretty high. We have 37.86 and 37.07 here. And if you found value in this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See you in the next one.